Like I said, this is just a hangout thing for today, as I'm not really sure what's going to be happening throughout the week or so. And I've got a lot of different things that are taking place, as everything is kind of going a little haywire for the beginning of this week. But we like it, we love it, and we rock with it, right? So let's just see how many of y'all in here today. How many of y'all doing your thing? Let's see. I know there's a couple of things is going on for this early Monday morning. We know the beginning of this week is always something big for some people that want to make their little rise up in the sphere. Look at that. I can't even freaking read. Got me typing in the chat, saying weird stuff going out there. Anyway, who's with us that's out here in the chat for today? And we'll go from there. Like I said, this is just a little hangout thing going on until I pretty much have my own plans going later on for this evening. But I figure I'll go out there and see who wants to just say their piece or put themselves out there. Just hang out a little bit. Nothing really big, too much going on with me. Made a few. What? It says I am having an error in my stream. Ain't that about a bitch? That is crazy right now. And I can't say why, because quite frankly, everything looks smooth on my end, but apparently that's not what YouTube is telling me. And keep in mind, I got a pretty good system. It's not a trash system. Trust me, I pay a lot of money to make sure that when I put my systems together, they're not trash systems. I haven't had a trash system in quite some time. Anyway, like I said, I'm learning a lot about this whole streaming thing. So I was even just having a conversation with my girlfriend earlier about basically what's going on in reference to my streaming. And so when you guys are actually receiving your notifications, because that's a big thing as well, in reference to when the actual stream goes live, yada, yada, yada. We're building it as we fly it because, quite frankly, we really don't know what's going on. Or rather, I should say, I don't know what's going on because, quite frankly, I'm new at this. And until I get a little bit more adjusted to it, we won't know. I mean, it is what it is right now. But as it stands right now, in terms of streaming, wow, everything is looking crazy. Even my phone looks a little crazy because nothing is uploading. Like I said, until we know more about what's going on, I like doing these little streams because, quite frankly, they are testing as to how we are going to get better with each other in the future, right? And I thought about trying to have an actual structure for what's going on today, but as I look across different areas of the internet, I see a lot of things are rather dead right now. I don't know if it's just because we are still coming off of a holiday time. Maybe still people a little sluggish, they're a little too fat. So now they're all just pretty much hitting the gym instead of actually doing whatever they gotta do. I can't say. I don't know. I don't make resolutions like that, so it is what it is. As far as things are going, I hope so far the beginning of your year is actually turning out pretty good. Maybe some of you guys already made some resolution plans for yourselves. Maybe you did not. But the way how it happens here, always is opinionated, is that we're always going to be putting some things together to make sure that we are challenging regular norms that are happening for people. Of course, as your host, I'm always looking to try to get better myself. Even right now, I've got my journal pretty much. Not my journal. Why I keep calling it a journal? I got my planner, putting these together to try to make sure that I give you guys a good experience, and of course, trying to regulate the rest of my regular life. So there is that. I think I want to do a stream at some point about pretty much trying to start out as a creator, because pretty much we don't talk about, well, rather, I'll say this. For what I've actually taken a look at for people who are trying to start out in a particular space, or rather just start out in content creation, you don't see too many streams about it. There are people who already have pretty much had their experience and they brought out the whole, if I had to start over, you know, in 2023, in 2024, in 2022, in 2021, if I had to start over during the pandemic, And it's just a lot of crazy talk, because quite frankly, the atmosphere of social media and, of course, podcasting, streaming, content creation, following the algorithm, you name it, has always changed with every quarter, never mind how many years has actually gone by. And when I see these particular streams, I'm just like, oh, are they just like pretty much your bucket list right now that you have to do these things? Not because you want to, not because you actually believe they're going to be helpful, because you've already made yourself known. Now you're just doing it for the sake of motivational sake. And when I say that, it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna be doing for your resolution? Everybody already knows by now that people mention going to the gym. We already know gyms are already looking for those people money so that uh, they can put in their memberships. They can put the first 2 weeks, maybe even a month. They'll go to the gym, once a week, maybe twice in once one of those weeks during the month, but they don't really keep up with it, right? They don't. You might get those who may even go past a month. You never know. But eventually, you get a lot of people who pretty much stagnate off, and then those gym memberships are actually, well, those gym companies are actually looking for people who are just gonna right out there for the most of the year, if not all of the year, on just paying a bill for a place that they will never go to. And that's not really what I look forward to when it comes to myself in terms of how we're going to be building this channel. And I've been thinking a lot about it over the holiday season. By the way, if you got to look at my last video, because it wasn't an actual live stream, I was thinking about going live on Saturday, but I had a little bit of technical difficulties. Plus, I needed some sleep for a lot of things going on, and I wanted to make sure that if you actually got it, cool. If not, cool. We're still early in this. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. It's nothing. But the idea is that even through progressing throughout the week, the one thing I was always considering is that what I can do to make a better impact on this channel and built up. And I know, like I said, there's a lot of content creators that they're all doing their things out there and all talking about, well, what would they do if given the opportunity? But that's it's not realistic for people who are really trying to start their lives out per se, because I've been all over the place since early today. And when I say early today, I mean, to you mofos who don't understand, I have been up since late last night, rocking into early morning, still rocking into today. We're to the point right now, there's no more sunlight, because that's how I just pretty much spend a lot of my times. It's planning, plotting, and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I can only do that right now because I have free time right now on my hands with not having anyone that I am particularly working with. I was working with people, then I wasn't working with people, and now I am back to being open. And now I've been negotiating. Who was I going to be working with? I had 3 clients at one point, then I had 2 clients. Now I'm pretty much trying to see what I could work out with the one client to work with that. It's it's a tough industry to work out here right now, and actually it's just tough in general for anyone who is trying to transition into something new, and also for people who are just trying to find a different place to work. If you're interesting, I should probably make some videos in reference to that, because I have a lot of insight when it comes to surviving work culture, I should say. There was even a point where I considered that being a segment. Who knows, maybe I still will. There's a lot that I have to parse out. I've got so many books on ideas, topics, or things or vlogs that were in my head, things that I've been looking at over time throughout the several points of years that, believe it or not, I could have already made a series on a whole bunch of stuff, but I never actually did. And it just so happens that when we're getting into 2024, this is when I just have to do all that stuff. So now I've got a catalog of things that I could take a look at, although I would never do anything to jeopardize other companies, because quite frankly, I like to have a well standing. You never know, not everybody who gets on to social media actually make something of themselves, or also want to do anything that would discourage employees from working with them. I've always been that type that I've always kept secrecies. You know what I mean? Not that companies have asked me to say things or to hold things or hide things, but confidentiality has always been a big thing when it came to me. Even after I am no longer with a company, I always keep a sense of confidentiality with the things that they go on because their business is their business. And I'm the same way when it comes to my friendships as well. Despite the fact that we may not be friends anymore, I tend to keep your secrets. I tend to be very anonymous with, even if I'm talking about a situation that may have something to do with you, I'm very anonymous about who you are so that people don't generally know who you are. That's, I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know why I'm an oath keeper, but I am. It's just the way it is. But I was thinking about how was I going to build this channel? One of the ways that you actually seen, and quite frankly, I do all the stuff myself. So uh, there's no production staff. There's no. I do. When I say all of this myself, I do all of this bitch myself. And keep in mind, that's fine because have other deficiencies that maybe I don't. I don't know. So everybody's on a spectrum, but literally I put everything together, whether it is just me in communication, me just trying to focus on whatever I'm doing, me writing notes, me putting up tons of post-its. Because believe me, I love uh, post-its, despite the fact that I've got books, binders, I've got my Notion notes that I take a look at. I am a king when it comes to writing notes. Let me tell you, it's ridiculous. It's terrible. But as far as being able to show that they can put down business, they are champions. Maybe exaggerated for sure, but they can show to be champions. And I see myself as trying to be somewhere in the middle of that. I don't want to look terrible, but at the same time, I know I'm nowhere going to be at what they show as just with every individual because everybody's at a different skill level. Just to be able to hold out on a lot of different things to be able to know that you are holding a particular level of skill is very difficult in its own, which is why I can jump on start early, just to do a stream like this because I know that even though I'm talking with you guys and such, it is really going into it's really going into the future of me putting another one in the can, me knowing what I can talk about, what I can't talk about, how am I going to be engaged with you guys, putting in the actual time to make sure that I am reaching out to you guys, getting in the algorithm, whatever the hell that means. And then also getting comfortable with also knowing that nobody is there. And that's fine. Learning a couple of things along the way. Uh, why is my bit rate choppy, or why is it I'm not streaming at a particular segment when I know that I have great system, but there are things that I just haven't learned, all the little intricacies with being a streamer. Because a lot of my stuff that I be putting up, I let me just say, coming in and doing live streams was never the initial ambition. It wasn't. When I first thought about this whole content thing, honestly speaking, I thought about strictly videos. If if I was thinking about doing anything live, it would probably be a pre-recorded video, and then going live with that. And I'm still up in the air about whether that's going to be something that I would be interested in. But I also know that I wanted to try out as many avenues as possible. And what I mean by that, as many avenues as possible, is that I wanted to make sure I would try different platforms. I would try to actually get used to being on a regular stream so I can take a look back to see what worked, what didn't work, just to figure out, because I'm such a very, very small bottom of the barrel. In fact, not even at the bottom of the barrel. Underneath that goddamn barrel, I am what seeps out at the very bottom of the barrel, so that when you turn the barrel over, that's where I am. That's where I am right now in terms of content creation. That's where I am right now, because there's no one who's really going to be watching me right now. There's no one who's really going to be liking my video. There's no one who's really going to be paying attention to all the work that's going to be done. And it's the same with anything else when it comes to success. You have to be the person that you do enough, you get very good, and the one time you hit big, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're successful. And the truth of the matter is that you've been putting in the work for a long time. That's just really what it is, and I am okay with that. And for the I am, even though I could have done this a whole lot sooner, I'm okay. I'm okay with where I am. I know that I could have done a whole lot more. I know it could have been a whole lot more noisy, for sure. But I have made certain strides. I have made certain precautions. I have made certain actions just to make sure that I could give you guys the best quality that I could at my current state. Whether it is my microphone, whether it is isolation within my office, whether it is actually the very scenery that you're looking at right now, because all of this came in time. And keep in mind, it didn't all come with you guys in mind. At first, it came with I got on panels and started speaking with people, and I just said, I don't want to be looking like a lot of people who just have blank white walls. Keep in mind, there's nothing wrong with blank white walls. But at the same time, at the same time, let's just be honest. I'm also just trying to get used to speaking on the microphone, despite the fact that I've been speaking on a microphone for the better part of a year now. Believe it or not, I'm still trying to get used to it. For some reason, I have a thing where I don't like a microphone being pointed at my face when I speak. I don't. And there are plenty of people who are okay with it. I'm one of those people that I've been wondering for a long time, looking at people who just sing and just say, screw singing. When working in production, because I worked in production for several years, right? I always wondered, why do artists, singers, storytellers speak with the microphone, basically, not even basically, putting their lips on the microphone and speaking? I never really understood that. A microphone should, in my estimate from working in production and working for a lot of people and working in studios, is that it just needs to be about a good, I want to say a good fist away from your mouth. I don't understand people who are kissing it, licking it, smelling it. I feel a little weird for a microphone to be this close, but I understand that it is what it is. And it's something you have to get accustomed to, right? And of course, I haven't figured out how I want to do this, because here's another thing. When I speak, I want to know that as much canvas space that I have to speak with you guys, that we're enjoying this time together. I don't want to be dipping and, and diving across the microphone. But also, here's the next thing, because I haven't been doing, because I've been trying to be very cautious of this. I'm a person that when I am deep putting myself in my head, and if you notice me over time, when I speak, because I'm very big on communication, trying to make sure that I am being very pointed when I'm speaking with you guys, and therefore I tend to speak with my hands. And it becomes very difficult for me to speak with my hands and not hit the damn microphone, which is, I guess, another reason why I should have the microphone in front of my face. But I don't like looking at myself and see myself even on a screen or when I'm speaking to you guys, to make sure that everything is good in terms of frame rate and whatever the case may be. And then I got a whole goddamn mic sitting in front of my face. And plain and simple. Like I said, this is pretty much your throwaway stream. Don't expect this to go highlighted, staying up on a time or staying up on my playlist. I don't know. I haven't decided about it. I haven't put up any particular topics for this one, because I'm actually formulating those things right now, but I'm still putting up those things right now so that I could be able to put that out for you guys and have a regular basis. As it stands right now, like I said, I'm trying to reach out for a client to see what's going to happen, because if things get locked down properly, I will have an actual schedule for you guys. I will. I'll have an actual schedule for you guys You'll have an actual date. You'll know when I can be able to put out content for you guys on a regular basis. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for. When I say I have a plethora of topics, I do. I just don't have a lot of ways in which I can research to make sure that I form a coherent way, to make sure that I put my spin on it so that you guys understand exactly from the frame of mind that I'm coming from, and a frame of mind that most likely you and I can engage on together, and to have create something that you guys will be able to also take with you and have conversations with your friends or your colleagues or whoever else you want to have with, so that we can have a better development on this thing that we call life, and also how we want to push forward with ourselves. I am not a Premiere user. Not that I can't use it, or not that I wouldn't learn how to use it, because I have a MacBook. But DaVinci seems to be the way to go. I really like it, and it's not. I know it's not as popular, but I like the way it looks, and I like the plugins and everything for it. So I'm working with that. I've also been trying to build up some scripts for you guys, and I will be reaching out to people that I know to try to see if what I'm saying is something that they're going to be interested in. Believe it or not, with some back and forth conversation with an AI, because I was, believe it or not, coming up with a short story, something new for me. I'm not a storyteller. I'm not a storyteller, even though I've got plenty of stories in my life. Wow, I am looking at my live feed, and it's going crazy. I guess uh, YouTube is right. My connection is not. It's not being smooth. It's not receiving enough video to have a smooth connection. That is crazy right now. I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. I'm putting up as much as I can right now, but I'm not really sure what's happening. Do so that we are not sitting here being crazy. So like I said, this is a throwaway stream, so let's put a little something in here. Give me a moment, give me a moment. Not that. Not that. Wow, that was. Woo. If that did not blast in your ears, that surely blasted in mine. Wow. And my ears are very sensitive. Can't have that. Wow, that was a lot. That was that was a lot. Wow. It's still ringing in my ears. That was whew. Oh my goodness. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I will have to learn that for the future. That was crazy. Anyway, as I for those of you who might be on, what does it mean when it's saying that? As we fly it, there's a lot that I haven't learned. There's a lot that I'm trying to understand when it comes to this whole thing. And it's 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 a crazy story. It's a crazy adventure that we're on right now. I keep trying to think of what's going to be the future when we are well adjusted, especially when my dumb ass is more adjusted to this, so that I'm not, for one, blowing out our eardrums, but also being able to have a space where we're going to be speaking to a lot of people. We'll have a lot of hours to put into this, but of course, it's like anything else, and like any other skill, you have to be able to put your hours in to make sure that you can put up something very productive. And like again, I could be just chilling. I could just have just turned this into a video and just wait to put this up. But I need a little bit of break from all the work that I'm putting into since I've been up since last night, to just chill for a little bit. And it's like I said, it's just my little exposure, my little bit of time, as YouTube tells me that my stream is poor to the point where it's telling me it's extremely healthy. Don't know what I did besides blow out one of my damn eardrums trying to kick a little music. Um, kick a little music. Um, and I don't even know if it's too loud for you guys, because quite frankly, I don't think there's really a lot of you in here to be able to repeat back to me. But this also says something else too, because it's not like I am totally without subscribers, right? But it also says that someone who is as low as I am on the spectrum of people, I do have a little bit of subscribers, but it also tells me that YouTube itself is not sharing my content. It's not. It's not pushing me out in the algorithm to even my subscribers to let them know that, hey, your little ain't shit, dip shit, small creator that you subscribe to has put a video out. Do you want to take a look at his struggle streaming? Do you want to take a look at his little struggle streaming? It's not even saying that. It's saying, you know what? I'm going to spare you. I'm going to spare you all. Like, you know what? I'm sparing you from the fact that he almost blew his damn eardrum out, and almost yours as well, as he tried to figure this shit out. that's, that's pretty much what it is. It's, oh my gosh. Now that I think about it, it is a little bit funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit funny, but it's a learning experience. I'm pretty sure people have done it on their own. I'm probably not not the only one. I'm probably one of the few that's publicly laughed at it. Not even few. I'm pretty sure there was hundreds of thousands of creators that have pretty much blown people's eardrums out as well. Listen, and it is what it is. Uh, and you put your, yes, nosy Rosie, yes, little dipshit YouTuber, absolutely little dipshit YouTuber. Uh, that is it. And listen, it is what it is. I think everybody starts out as a little dipshit YouTuber, before they're able to get themselves out there and do what it is that they have to do. Not everybody can start off viral, or worse, if they do start off viral, then everybody's pretty much scrutinizing them because they're wondering just how much validity these people actually have in the space. Is it just something that they did in order to be able to get, clicks and views? It was, just a quick viral moment. How authentic were they? Did they have a back catalog of showing that they actually put in any work? Blah, 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 so on and so forth. Which is why I'm willing to start off with basically nobody. Because I want the growth. And keep in mind, the funny part about it is that here's the funny part before I even mention doing the growth. Despite the fact that I know I have friends and I have family and I have all this other stuff, right? You know what I'm willing to do? As it stands right now, I'm willing not to say anything to them. And I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. You want to say, look, friends, look, family, look at me. Look, I'm doing something. I'm doing something. Aren't you? Don't you want to see? Aren't you proud of me? And the answer is no. I have to first be able to know that I can do the steps myself. I can prep. I can work on a whole bunch of stuff. Because here's the truth of the matter. To those who are already good at this, whether they've had years of production experience, or they worked in media, or they've been doing their own P videos for a long time, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever it is, I could tell you how to get the best, the best sound quality because I've been a mattress actress for a long time. I, that's if you want to come and tell me that, cool. But the problem is with telling people ahead of time and people start watching your stuff is that, again, on this show, Opinionated, is that everybody, of course, has their opinions. And a lot of people will want perfection from you when you're just starting out. They'll want, as much as you want yourself to be very, very good at this, other people will demand of you things that are not within your skill set. You know what you should do? You need to hire somebody who does sound. You need to hire an actual video editor. How? You want me to hire a video editor for something that you want to review that I don't have the money for. You, on a regular salary, if you're making a salary, if it's a regular paycheck, you want me to now dedicate a portion of my money, despite the fact that I am probably living the paycheck to paycheck to pay the rest of my bills. And if I'm paying the rest of my bills and I'm paying a loan shark, or if I'm paying the rest of my bills and I'm paying a loan shark and I'm paying child support, and I'm paying for an ex stripper fund because I'm already in debt from the strippers that I didn't pay. Whatever you can think of, right? Whatever you can think of. And the idea is that you think I could be able to have that money to now pay an editor for content that's not even really well established so that you can have something to take a look at. Could you tell me how that's going to make some sense? Just on a standpoint of us just being rational and being logical human beings, could you tell me how that makes a lot of sense? I'll wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. You got nothing. You got nothing. And I get it. I get it. I understand. I probably wouldn't have anything either. Because for sure, people don't really think to put up that kind of money. And that's why I say it's a long and burdensome process to have to go through all that to build yourself up, to gain the fame and notoriety. Because for those who know me, and if you're coming through and you never see this video, that's cool as well. Um, as an early start, because quite frankly, we're starting early. But for those who actually may know me for the quote 19 subscribers that I see up there, I go on other channels. I go on panels. I speak to people. Some people know who I am for speaking with them, because YouTube is a vastly large space. So you can't say that everybody knows who you are. This ain't Cheers. Not everybody knows my name. And I gotta be honest, I'm a person who I don't really want everybody to know my name anyhow. I don't. I like notoriety, but I don't like its fame. I don't. And I noticed that when you have some notoriety, people are willing to listen to you. They're willing to agree. They're willing to disagree with you. But it doesn't come with the negative association of clout. Keep in mind, I'm talking about negative clout, since apparently there's positive clout. I don't really believe it. But that's what I've had a conversation about. Clout is clout, when I only see it and associate it with something negative. I can be wrong. Be sure to tell me otherwise, right? Now, fame is an issue for me, um, because fame can come twofold. It can be something very positive, I, and it can be something negative. I would rather have fame that is like a Keanu Reeves versus fame that is like a Kevin Samuels. For those who don't know who Kevin Samuels is, I think you should take a look at him, and then you'll see why there's a difference between being famous and being infamous. You know, infamy is not something I'm looking forward to at all. Listen, I'll be honest with you. If there were people who picked me out, whether I was gaining or gaining fame or not, I'm not one to really beef with you. I don't. It's not my thing. Not that I can't beef, not that I can't rag. Not anyone who knows me know I am a wise ass and a sarcastic mofo. I'm just not interested. And the reason why I'm not interested is because, for one, my communication skills have gotten a lot better. Two, is that I'm much older now, so I am more tolerant of people, and I know I can walk away. I mean, this is the freaking internet. The moment someone even starts talking something that's stupid, screw reckless. I was almost gonna curse. Screw reckless. Just something that just sounds stupid. I walk away from you. I walk away from you. The moment it sounds like I'm about to lose brain cells engaging with you, unless I'm drinking enough because I want to be in that space with you, because that's the only way I'm gonna get in that space with you. I'm drinking and I'm willing to get on that stupid level with you, that stupid mud with you. Because outside of that, I mean, take a look around me. Does any of this look like I'm a person that wants to get dirty, or is it an orphan? But a kid will burn down a village in order to feel the warmth of the village. That's crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. And I think there are plenty of people out here in the world, never mind the internet, that's willing to do the same thing. They will go out, they will say, woe is me, they will complain about different individuals, they will get on streams, they will do all this other stuff because, quite frankly, they want people to like them. They will talk trash about different content creators. They will start out basically being 50 Cent just because they hope that everybody will notice them the same way how people notice 50. Realizing that, or rather not realizing that, number one, they aren't 50. Number two, they don't have the skills that 50 did. Number three, they didn't have the backing that 50 did. They don't. But they want to believe that they can do what that person did, not having any experience around them. They think they see what he did, and therefore they did mimic that. They can mimic that, and that's not true. It's not true. Most of the people who I see, I'm trying to figure out a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to all of this. For anyone who needs to know and why I speak the way that I do, I've been trying to figure out all the proper steps to be in a particular frame to not only just speak with you guys, right? But to also train us, both you and I, to go a particular direction so that I'm going crazy over here. So that both you and I will be going in a particular direction that will have us in alignment so we can know exactly how we want this channel to move forward. I'm not losing everything here. Hold on. It's like when I realized why things are the way they are, I can't be mad at it. It's my fault. I understand why I'm losing a little bit of connection in this bitch, and I'll fix it up for next stream because I can't do it right now, to be honest with you. But I'll get it straight for the next stream. That I will do. Just when is that next stream? I can tell you this much: it won't be Wednesday. At least it won't be Wednesday early day to early afternoon. I'll have to think about whether we're gonna do something on the evening, because it's Monday now, and I don't think I'm going to rush to put together anything for you guys on Wednesday. I got too much going on right now. Too much to prep for. What was I saying? Oh, people. So a lot of people don't seem to understand a lot of that stuff. And keep in mind, this, like I said, throwaway stream. I'm kind of just spitballing off the head. I'm thinking about a whole bunch of stuff because I've got a lot of different stuff that I've been researching, looking at, and I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying not to also state because it's going into a lot of my other notes of the content that I've been trying to build. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. What I can think about that. I've been trying to piece together things together when it things together. I've been trying to piece things together for things together. Great job. Great job. So I'm trying to piece things together in terms of how exactly can we get the stream organized, because again, we can't fix everything. We fix things one thing at a time. Uh, and one of the things I've been trying to do is fix the integration of chat, fix the integration of, I guess, now making sure that we have a clean stream, because this one that I'm looking at looks like it's dropped a lot when it comes to frame rates, and I'm gonna have to fix that, because this ain't it. This is not it. So there's a lot that I'm going to have to worry about when it comes to that, because it's bouncing back and forth, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I imagine that when you're looking at this stream, you're going to see a lot of frame rate dropping. You're going to see a lot of hiccups, but this ain't it. And you know, not that I'm using a lot of programs or whatever. I'm not. Well, I'm not using programs for in terms of streaming, but I have a lot going on in terms of my background or whatever, which is why I was supposed to be for a long time building a streaming PC, but I'm running into some issues, which is why I never did it. And now that I've had a lot going on, uh, my my finances have taken a turn where I need to focus on other things. And therefore I can't contribute to building that PC, so to make sure that you guys get quality. You know what I mean? Um, I got to take care of the bills. I got to take care. I got to take care of what's going on here now. But once things are in a better place, once we have a better idea of what's going on, then we can do that. We can work on that. Outside of that, I am working on the stream. I am working on this website that I've had for a long time, and it's a website I've been using for everything. So not just a little bit of photography work, but also in reference to how we're doing things in terms of the podcast. And then it will have some things that are not going to be posted on YouTube. Yes, you heard me. As much as we're getting started in this whole thing, there will be things that I will be implementing that won't have anything to do with what we would see on normal video stuff. So that I will have links, but also I will have, my own personal things, maybe even thoughts or transition of thoughts that I have in terms of what I think about particular episodes, or just personal thoughts that I'm thinking about in reference to other things going on. It could be about business. It can be a lot of different stuff. I haven't really honed everything down on it. There are other things that I'm thinking about, but I'm not sure I really want to mention it right now, because I'm not too sure I'm going to. I don't know how well I can stick to those things. Um, Mainly because I don't want to do too much too fast. I think the idea is that we do slow motion, or let me not say slow motion. We'll move at a smooth pace, and a smooth pace to build things up. I know you guys have been the people who look at other people's channels, and people who have been doing this for years, by the way, multiple years. And again, I'm not just someone that you're getting to now because, quite frankly, oh well, he's been doing this for a long. I haven't. Watching people do things and then doing it yourself are not the same thing. You have to learn so much, and let's just be honest, in the age that we are in, unless you have already proven yourself to be adept at doing things, people who have already been doing it for a long time most likely won't be the type of people who will uh, take notice of you to give you a helping hand. Unless you actually know them, they're not like the type to do so. And I'm kind of okay with that, because this whole thing is a lot. It's a lot. And I can honestly say the reason why I am more committed to doing this now is because, well, I've got the time now. Um, I've got the time, and B, it's actually a little bit more um, exciting to me. It is. I, as much as I have other things that I'm doing and I try to keep up with, or I have other distractions, I find this a very healthy and limiting distraction because, quite frankly, it goes to a cause that I'm already looking forward to, and that is to speak with a lot of people who not only wish to find a little bit of entertainment in life, but also want more from their life. And I'm no expert when it comes to, um, I'm no expert when it comes to telling other people about their life. Damn for sure not, because I'm trying to figure out my own shit, right? But there was a segment that I was thinking about for a while, um, because when I decided to cut all this out and start all over, I did it, and I'm still doing it here in my 40s. And it's not something easy for a lot of people to do. They have a lot of different fears. I'm going to talk a lot about that. I just haven't thought about whether I want to do it in terms of a video, maybe even just recording for a podcast. I haven't thought about if I just want to put that on my website. There's a lot that I haven't figured out yet. And it's hard to do when you're hungry and tired. Or you've been staying for a significant amount of time, or you don't have a particular scheduled days for yourself to actually do content. Because, as much as I would like to just sit down, press record, and go at it, I can't, because I need to find time to eat, find time to sleep, find time to cook, find time to go out, go out, do these interviews, negotiate with these clients, shop. Like, you'd be surprised how many smaller things in life actually take up your time, and you get exhausted quickly. Pardon me. Like I said, I have me sitting there now, finally just doing this, turning this on, and now just talking with you guys, and I'm actually reminding myself that I haven't slept. I think I really have. It's a boring one. It'll sit out there, but hopefully you guys will understand where I'm trying to go out in the future, because I do have some plans, but everything's gonna come in steps, and we'll rock it from there. This is not something to be totally entertaining. I could have made a segment and just ran through it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not until I have some of the other things set up for myself, so that I can be able to give you a good stream. Like, number one, not going with all these damn hiccups that are happening and this damn bit rate, which is crazy that I have all these frames that are dropping. So again, we're building it. We're building it. When I get it all sorted out, because I don't have someone who's like this marketer and freaking guru to help me. That's number two now. I think there's no one's gonna be sitting on media or whatever. I have a couple of things that I have to do well before the day is done. One of them is actually catch up on a chapter that I got going in an audiobook. And then, of course, I'm thinking about going on a panel that should be tonight. I have no idea what the topic is. And I need to get something in my system so that I am not going to crash during that stream. I don't even know how long I'm going to be on it. But anyway, I think that's pretty much thing here today. Sorry, I don't really have much of you guys. Like I said, I was just doing this pretty much just to kick it, pretty much to distract myself, because I said I do need to put something a little bit out there, and I wanted to make sure that I put a little face time being able to speak with everything, and also this was a great opportunity for me to see how some things are working properly, how some things are not working properly, and I would just flip through a whole bunch of different scenes and all kind of stuff like that, but I don't want to ruin it as well. I did look at some things on the back end while I'm talking to you guys, but I see there's a lot of work that needs to be done, because those frame rates are kicking my ass. And this is the thing, I got a good system when it comes to internet. I have a good internet connection, but for some reason it is it is looking like I'm trying not. It's so easy for me to curse. I'm working at not really putting it out there. And this frame rate is looking like trash or to excellent. It's not even like hanging in the middle. Anyway, oh, by the way, if you can manage to hear the music that I got going on, because I'm using a new mix system, so that's something I want to think about implement as well. When I do these talks with you guys, or if I have particular segments on episodes, or if I decide to do videos for you guys, I want to make sure that you guys can actually not just hear my beautiful voice in terms of, you know, how majestic it sounds, but also can you hear the music that's going on and what I actually pick out. Of course, I worry about the music as well because I worry about, copyright issues, things like that. Even though I do pick up music that's supposed to be royalty free, we shall see. And me just making sure that I stick my beautiful mug out here. I don't have the chocolatiest of skin, but I do know that I try to maintain my trying to maintain myself to make sure that I'm pretty good with you guys, right? And yeah, I'm off now. I'm off now. I'm done talking about myself. I'm off. And I just totally threw my whole thing out because I don't like talking about myself like that. Anyway, good talking with you guys. Good seeing any of you who's over here in the chat. Shout out to those who actually showed up. I know Nosy Rosie popped up in the chat at some point or so. And like I said, throwaway episode. And I haven't figured out what exactly it's going to be. It is, but I think I will put it in the. When I have an idea of what it is, it'll probably be a couple of days early, if not the day before the actual stream day. That's my hope. Actually, I'm going to write that down in my planner now to do that. And what I will do. What I will do afterwards is, once it's already in, you'll know what day I'm actually going to have that stream, actual title in for it, so that you'll know what it is ahead of time. Because the thing about it, when I see a lot of these streams, that people don't really know what the heck is going on prior to doing that, and I like to not only have a conversation with people so that we can have a good dialogue, but also for the fact that they need to know what is it exactly that we're talking about so that they can prep for it ahead of time. I think it's very important that we can prep things ahead of time. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Nosy Rosie. I don't know what the chocolate bars mean. Oh, are you referring to my chocolatey skin? Is that what it is? Okay. Got you. Anyway, enough of my time. I'm gonna get off this stream so I can try to figure out something to eat, and then also I'm going to get a little bit of coffee so I can have a little bit of energy. And until then, I will see you on the next one. Until then, guys. Until then, you pretty much should figure out what the tagline is, because I'm going to be saying it a lot more often. But of course, that is that you should stay on point. You should stay true to yourselves, stay authentic, and of course, stay opinionated. And hopefully you guys will get everything that you're looking for in terms of 2023, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next one. You take care of yourselves. Yeah, there's nothing else I can think of. Later, y'all. Look at that. I can't even get my ish together. I can't even do this properly together. Oh my gosh, everything is locking up on me. I can't. Look. We build it as we fly, right? I said everything gonna be messed up. Later, y'all.